host, Keith Andrew. Along here is the talented and beautiful Jamie Shen. And I just want to say thank you for being a guest on my talk show.
Hi, everybody.
Now, for people who want to know what uncensored is, uncensored's my way of showing people that even if we're born with a disability, I can still overcome controversy and reach my goals in life. At the same time, I'm capable of turning myself into a perfect example for people out there dealing with any type of disability or learning disability. But you should never have people label you, and you should prove to them you can still amount to something. And, to answer your question that we talked about before, you don't have to have a disability. That's not why I'm interviewing you. Basically, the reason I interview people is I look for people who want to support my cause, make a new friend out of it, and just want to, basically give me their support of what I'm doing. So it's just having a normal conversation, making a new friend out of it, and that's really about it. So,
yeah, that's great.
Like I said, you have as much time as you like, but starting off, what can you tell me about yourself?
Well, I'm located in Toronto, Canada, and I work in the film and media professions, doing documentaries, film theories, web series, commercials, basically anything to do with video productions. And in my industry, we work with all different kinds of people with all different kinds of beliefs and religions, lesbians, gays, you can name it. But, we don't judge people based on, which group they belong to, but, we're being friends because they're who they are. And then, we are friends nonetheless. We just know that person, so we don't, judge based on other criteria. Yeah.
Well, if it's a possibility, I'm always looking for people to work with, and I would love to work with you if that's a possibility.
Yeah, that could be possible. And I do wish your this is also like a YouTube web series can be successful. I think it's a really good idea. You should always do things you want to do and not bother what other people think.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now, when you were in high school and college, I'm going to ask you the easy questions, and then I'm going to pass it over to you. You can ask me whatever. I'll put you in the driver's seat. But the two easy questions I was going to ask you was, were you a study nerd or party animal? Were you in your high school years and college years? And did you ever do any sports?
I am a dancer, and I still do dance as hobby sometimes, even though the life got busy. But when I was in high school, I was not a study nerd, but not the party. I'm like the in between, like the artsy ones. Like we always do, dancing, theaters, musicals, singing in the choir, singing in the chapel, doing all those fun artsy field trips and stuff like that. So we party with ourselves. Like we do party by singing karaoke or do funny dance moves and stuff go to clubbing and do the club dance. So so I grew up quite happy. In the sense I don't have to worry too much about my grade or my study. Just mediocre is fine, a little bit above, that'd be great. But not big party girls drinking a lot of alcohol. Yeah, and even went to university. It's like the same. I hang out with people who do a lot of volunteers, doing a lot of musicals, and it's really fun that way.
All right, and now the other question is, when you did any sports, you mentioned you were a dancer. Did you ever want to be a professional dancer, or did you ever want to just do it for fun, or what can you tell us about that?
I started dancing when I was in the kindergarten, and then, because I was originally from China, so I was doing Chinese traditional dance when I first started, like many other girls in China did, born in childhood. And then I transferred to ballet later on, and then not really trying to pursue a professional ballet dancer life, but we're training 3 times a week, and then try to really get into like the dancing. But then later on I figured out dancing is not really what I want to do for living as per se, but more like something I like. So later on, after I came to Canada, and I didn't want to go to those like ballet schools, because it's quite different, the training method between China and Western, because it's more professional-ish here. So it's really hard for me to keep it up, and I found it's really difficult. Like it loses the fun part of dancing. So I switched to hip hop, which is totally different genre, but I love the culture, the music, and then but most importantly, it's the group that I dance with. They're so open-minded. They're so respect different, like everybody's different. Because like for hip hop dancer, you can be any ethnic, you can be any color tone, you can be any skin color, you can be any body shape. It doesn't really matter, right? As long as you have the groove and have the passion towards it. But for a ballet dancer, you sort of kind of need to have that kind of perfect body shape, fit. If you're like a chubby, probably not gonna fit into a ballet class. So from there, I found hip hop is more of my thing, of dancing with different people, and so I switched to hip hop, and it was really fun.
Now, when you were in ballet, did you ever get to, well, going back to the sports years, did you ever get the chance to do one of those human pyramids, or did you ever do a human pyramid during dance class, or you're not into the whole thing?
No, like for ballet, you are not supposed to do the pyramid singing. Like ballet is more like proper and elegant, and then we never get on top of each other. That's a no. But I tried like cheering in a squad just for fun. Like went to a trial session, and that was just a whole different thing. It's almost gymnastic. It's not too much of dancing. Yeah, so that's when you can do all those pyramids and then those lifting and flying. Yeah, it's totally different world of activity.
I love that stuff. I know I'm a loser.
No, I still love like watching it. Just like I physically just cannot do it. It requires too much strength and then too much energy out of your body. Yeah. It's like a real sport. Like dancing, it's in between sports and art. Yeah, so that's what I like. I was never a sports guy or sports girl. Yeah, I suck at any other sport.
Yeah, I bet you can kick my ass anytime.
Probably.
Now, like I said, it's a normal conversation. Now I'm going to pass it over to you. Is there anything you want to ask me? Anything that you're passionate about? Anything that motivates you? Yeah, like you said, this is your time after all.
I know, like you just want to know, like what made you start making this kind of videos, and then is there anybody else you're looking forward to speak to, and anyone you're looking up to?
Well, the first question, I just trying to find the words for it. I got started back in 2002, 2003. I liked making videos. I started out making, photos, taking X-Men, Spider-Man, and adding music to it. And when I joined the audio-visual department, then I took it to the next step. I was walking around, I was known as the kid with the camera glued to my head, because I was always walking around with the camera making videos. And I got tired of working in retail. I hinted towards my other interviews, and I don't want to bitch to you. But basically, long story short, is I worked in retail, it didn't work out. I got myself sick out of it, out of my own stupidity. And I was like, for the longest time, I was using my learning disability as a crutch. can't do this, can't do that, can't go to college, can't drive. I don't want to be a burden for someone. Screw it. I'm going to show people that even if we're learning disability, I can still amount to something. And, you know, I did 102 thanks to you. And I recently interviewed a couple professional wrestlers like Lenny Pablo, the brother of Macho Man Randy Savage. This past Friday, I interviewed, do you still watch the wrestling, or are you not a big wrestling girl?
Okay, that's good. But sorry to ask, but what is your disability?
I'm pretty much like you, only I learn at a slower pace.
Sorry, I missed that.
I'm pretty much like you, only I learn at a slower pace. But
Okay.
the reason I'm so good at this and making videos and everything is because I've been doing it every single day since I was 15, so it's natural to me. But anything else would take a lot longer. But to answer your question, I interviewed a bunch of wrestlers, I interviewed people from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, you know, Dragon Ball Z, voiceover actors, CEOs, some models. You name them, I probably got them at one point. I'm trying to grow my audience. Maybe that's something you can help me with. I have no idea how to grow an audience. I know people watch what I do, but that's as far as it goes. That's really about it.
Wow, that's great. I don't ever think you should make that a disability. Some people just learn stuff like really quick. Like some people just learn stuff really slow. For example, like when I was doing like math, I was like super slow. Like I failed probably all my math exam when I was in China. So yeah, that part I was like, no. But like in terms of dancing, I can learn a choreography like super fast. You know, it's like, but I forgot very fast too. Like I can learn it in a day and then perform the next day. But you know, if you want me to redo it a week later, I probably won't remember anything. You know, like everybody has something special about them. You know, something they're good at. So I think you should definitely keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what do you think is you enjoy. What do you think you can do best. Yeah.
That's true, especially when it's a passion of yours, that really motivates you.
Definitely, for sure.
Now, what's the difference between, because you were hinting towards this, so I'm not bringing it up. What's the difference between dancing American style and Chinese style?
It's really hard to say. Like, it's not really American style or Chinese style. It's like different genres. Like, American have Latin American, which is salsa or, zumba. Like dancing is really a culture thing. You have to, have this kind of culture background in order to understand. Like Chinese dance, it's like there's so many ethnic groups in China. That's why like there's so many different type of dance. Like some are really, like hard or like really sharp, and some are really like really soft and then girly. It just because it's from different kind of cultural background, and there are different stories and character in it. Same as hip hop, it's originated from street in America, so it's a street art. Like so, there are a lot of culture behind that too. So when you're doing hip hop, it's like really into your face and then kind of really hard hitting sometimes, and then sometimes like it's really smooth. So it's all about the culture. I can't really say what's the really difference. The difference is the culture, basically. Yeah.
Hey, I know you said you didn't have a lot of time, so I'm just gonna ask you this last subject: is what motivated you to become a video producer?
I always liked it, making videos. Like, first I didn't know it was making videos, just, recording stuff. I think it's really interesting, like, a bug crawling over the bench. I would film that. And then it was in high school. Some people say, hey, can you just, like, film this for us and then make, introduce, like we have orientation every year for new students. So can you just make a video, introduce our school? I'm like, yeah, sure, like why not? And then we just like, interviewed a few people, set it up, and then, watch a lot of YouTube videos on, how to editing, how to film, and then just like learn by myself, and then get into it, hey, I really, good at this. Like I feel like I have a good sense of, what is good, and people like the results. So I just kept doing it throughout high school, and then when I was in university, and I was like, okay, what the major I want to do? Do I want to go to accounting? I suck at numbers. Do I want to go to English or history, politics? All those different majors just doesn't catch my eyes until I see film and media. I'm like, hey, that's something I like. I like watching movies. I like acting, I like drama, I like music, all those artsy stuff, and then videos is really like can capture them all, right? It's just video, it's just a platform, you can put anything into it. So I'm like, maybe that's the one I want to learn. So I jumped into the major, loved it, and then graduated and just keep doing this.
Then you mentioned you did commercials, and what commercials have you done?
What, sorry?
Oh, you mentioned you hinted towards you did commercials?
Commercials?
Yeah, like commercials. Or like, you make different type of videos. So like, what type of videos do you do, like for TV, for promos, commercials?
Yeah. Like theatrical documentaries, like feature-length documentaries, like web series, like not really, like TV shows, but like talk shows. Yeah, talk shows, short films, commercials. That's about it.
Out of all your work, what would you say would be the best, and what would be the worst?
Why I'm working?
No, out of your passion for making videos, what would you say would be your best work, and what would it be your not so best work?
Sorry, can I just rephrase so you want to ask why, like, about my work?
When you're making a video, out of all the videos that you made, what would you say that's your best work you ever done?
Oh, okay, like my portfolio.
Yes.
On my portfolio. I made a short film. It was about international students who, come to Canada, and during Lunar New Year, which we are celebrating my culture, it's like Christmas for Western people. But they couldn't go home to celebrate this special day with their family because they're overseas, and like people here don't celebrate the holidays. So obviously they won't have break, they won't have any holidays. It's just normal day for them. So I made a short film talking about because of time differences and because of different culture they live in, different environment, but they still want to say thank you and I miss you and happy holiday to each other. Yeah. And then it received pretty good results, and people liked it, and some people cried watching it. So yeah, that was good. I feel like I can make some differences and tell people, hey, even though you are far away from me, far away from your family, but they still love you and they still miss you, and then you can still warm their heart and then change, make some differences by just calling them or just say I love you too.
All right. Now wrapping up, do you have anything you want to say to your fans and listeners?
I just want to say, follow your heart. That's what I'm doing right now, even though sometimes life can be hard. Life can be harsh to you. You may be got depressed or people, shovel shit into your face, as long as, you think it's the right thing to do, just keep doing it and you will see the light.